We don't know much about this investigation, but we do know the OSHA investigation was opened up on May 14th. That's just one day after a former employee filed a lawsuit against this American Fork company. The trouble at Built Bar started back in mid-March, according to a lawsuit filed by former Built Bar employee Victoria Flores. Victoria and two other employees have told Fox 13 workers on their production line started getting sick with COVID-19, yet Built Bar, they say, told them it was the flu and did nothing to protect them. This is something the company denies. In April, this text message was sent out to employees, telling them if they talked about the conditions of their coworkers, they could be fired for violating the medical privacy law called HIPAA. We spoke to several employment attorneys in Utah who all agree that's not how HIPAA works.
Not at all. A normal private company like that and coworkers talking about each other's health is not a HIPAA issue.
The unauthorized disclosure applies to what's called a covered entity. A covered entity generally includes things like hospitals, clinics, doctors, that sort of thing.
Nick Greer, Built Bar CEO and co-founder, disagrees. He tells us under HIPAA, individual health information cannot be shared with employers or other employees without the consent of the individual. We meticulously follow HIPAA guidelines, he said. The attorneys we spoke with acknowledge Utah is an at-will state, meaning employers don't need to give an excuse like HIPAA to let someone go.
As an at-will employee, you don't have a contractual expectation to continued employment. You can be fired for a good reason, for a bad reason, for a false reason, an unfair reason, or no reason. You just can't be fired for an unlawful reason.
Greer said Victoria was one of about 40 people recently laid off at Built Bar. This lawsuit was filed before Victoria learned she had been fired. Built Bar's co-founder and CEO tells us they are fully cooperating with the OSHA investigation. They also say they are open to any inquiries or recommendations from regulatory agencies. The plaintiff's attorney tells us that Built Bar has not responded to their lawsuit yet. In American Fork, Cindy Glenn, Fox 13 News, Utah.